All right, welcome back, folks. We are getting ready to do another episode of Factorio Space Age, a beginner's guide. So in this episode, we've already got the iron plates. We definitely want to get copper plates going. So let's go ahead and get started with that. We'll probably put the copper plates somewhere in this area here. The smelting array, we can just copy and paste this one here. And then we can add it in, leave a little space at the top there. Let's see, stop there because that's where the water is. And then we'll come over here and clear out all these rocks and trees so that we can actually see what we're doing. Yeah, and then once we get those copper plates going, we will go ahead and get our whatchamacallits, the green chips, green circuits, however you want to say it, and we'll get that going. Let's see here. Let's add a few more of these just to kind of pump it up right quick. Yeah. And then that way we can get a lot of these things that we need for our thing. Yes. So we will just start building this stuff in. We do need, let's see, a bunch of these. And then we're also going to need a bunch of these. So I really, when we were over there, should have thrown down some miners for that just to get it going. But that is okay. Not a problem. We can do that here in a minute. Let's see. Boom. We can definitely get this going. Let's see. Sweet. So this top one will be pretty much the same as the other. So we will run a splitter right here, and then just kind of part the iron ore C, and then we can run this down. Oops. And just like that. Let's see. Didn't get very far with that, but that's okay. No worries. We'll just do this like this. It's usually a lot easier to do it the other way once the thingamabobbers are in, but we don't have any more stone. But we can get that stuff in very soon. But let's just go ahead and get this taken care of, and then we can go set up our stuff. Let's see. And that way we have a good supply of coal, or not coal, I'm sorry, stone. Let's see here, and we're just going to use some of these. We'll put down a box, and then do this, and then we'll come back for that later. All right. So, oops. Let's see. We'll just continue down this way, and once we get all of these filled in, oh man. Oh, just one short. Boom. Yes, there we go. Let's get these in. Oh, I need some more of these. These are definitely faster to make, so I'm not too worried about these. And we'll just slide these all across here. And Yeah. Fill this one back in. And then we can run back over here and pick up some of our stone, which is not going to get us a whole lot, but it will get us enough to at least get started. 13 is not a whole lot. And that is okay. But we will do what we can with what we got. Let's see. The other thing that we're going to need is we are going to need a lot of mining drills. We only have one at the moment, electric miners. So let's see, we can make 23. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll come back over here. We'll collect up some more stone and make some more smelters. Whoa. Let's see. We will probably do this the same way that we did our other one, where we had you know, a couple of these going into a box. And we'll limit that to 1,000, just like we did for the iron. And then we will go ahead and add this over to here. And boom. So that will get us our iron and gears and our copper plates. And really, iron plates and copper plates, those and gears really are going to be like your staples. And then there's also green circuits is another big one. Like, you will continuously run out of green circuits. There's just no getting around it. It's absolutely ridiculous, the amount of green circuits that you go through in this game. And it doesn't matter how big you build your smelting stuff. It's just, you'll never get a hold of it. It's so crazy, the amount that you need, but that's okay. Oh my goodness, I just want to get rid of all this crap right here. Maybe we should research some whatchamadoohickeys. Some grenades, although grenades and stone formations don't do a whole lot, but that is okay. Oh man, come on, you can do it. That's right. Very good, very good. Let's get working on our array. Sweet. Let's come down here. We got, looks like we have enough to get this gone. Don't need that anymore. Let's see. Get rid of these trees. And we'll put this down just like this. And then, nope, don't wanna mix stuff. Oh no. Let's clear this out of the way real quick. And then we'll go get some. Do I need to get belts, or can I just make some? We'll just make some. I got enough stuff, hopefully, to be able to make it all the way to the top here. Nice. And then all we gotta do is power it. So let's do that. We'll go here. We'll come down here. We will power this side. It'll be great. Sweet. And we are off and running on the copper belts. That is awesome. That is super awesome. So this will make a full, I think think 42 is what you need in order to make a full stack, full line. We've got 48 here. Hopefully that will be good. Let's come up and grab some more belts since we ran out of belts earlier. And it looks like we're good on undergrounds. Let's see here. What is the lineage for this? What do we need? We need, let's go check here. So, let's see here. Iron, gears, green, and red. Iron, gears, and green and red. So, we'll just extend this. We'll extend this. And then we'll put some of these here. And then we definitely want to do this. And we'll put one of these. And yeah. Extend all this stuff over. Oh no! Yeah, we definitely don't want to ruin that. Because then nobody knows what's going on. I mean, I can easily just throw it down. Oops. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Yep. And we'll just do that. Yeah. Let's see here. I do have enough to throw down here for the time being. Oh, I do not have enough to take care of business over here. Make some more. Let's see here. I do need a few of those. And I need some of these as well. That is pretty crazy. I think for now, though, we will just go with that. Yeah. We'll do that. We'll do that. That is great. Let's put this on our bar so we know how many we have. And let's see. We definitely should, fill up some of that and that and that. And that way we can at least get started with those. Yes. Put that over there, that over there. Yes. It's coming along swimmingly. The one thing that I do need that I don't have yet is green chips in order to get this going. So let's work on getting that hooked up and ready to go since we now have our copper stuff going on. We can easily hook this up with what we need. I think I have a blueprint for that. Let's see. Green chips. So there's lots of different ways you can do green chips. This is how I'm going to do it. You don't have to do it this way. But this style setup will get you pretty far. So let's just go ahead and we'll do, boom, we'll put that there. You'll notice these are red, and then the, this is obviously the upgraded version. If we really wanted to, we could just do, let's see, one of these, the upgrade planner, which is actually going to be a downgrade. So, boom, let's do it. Yeah. So now if we click on this stuff, well, at least the whatchamacallits. Let's see here. So we need to get a line in here and a line in here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's split off of here, and we can go down this. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Keep hitting the wrong buttons. And then we can maybe do another split here. Yes. So, boom, we can go just like this. And we'll bring this all the way down. Oops, what's going on here? Yes. Sweet. And let's clean this up for now. That way we don't have to worry about it later. And we don't have to put all this stuff down right away. I probably will, provided I have enough stuff. But I don't think it's absolutely necessary to do that right off the bat. Let's see here. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that, and then we'll just kind of jump over all of this stuff here. I could have just wrapped it around, but I'll just come by like this, and then we can go this way. Oh, there's a little gap there, so we can fill that in later. Let's see here. I think those are the blue inserters, which I don't have yet. And then let's see here. We also need plates. Let's see, this is going in. So this is going to be our line of iron coming in. So we can go like this. And then we will just add some of these. Boom, like that. And another one. And then we can get to our iron. Sweet. And that is going to come in and feed this line here. At some point, we will definitely need to upgrade our iron. And really, at some point, we're going to be putting in a train station that's going to be bringing us either iron plates. So I have a couple of different setups. I don't know which one I'm going to use yet for this version, but I have a couple different setups that I like to use. Sometimes I like to do the plates at the place where I mine the ore. Which is pretty effective, but there are a couple of things that require like just straight up iron ore that is not plates. And you could certainly do those out there, and setup works great. Or you can just have a main area that feeds like a bus, and then just ship in the ore on the trains. Either way works. I'm really not partial to any of those ways. I can do it either way. It does not matter to me. But let us get this going at least. And then some of you may be noticing that I am doing this weird thing on the end of the splitter here, and that is to balance out the belt so that everything is nice and smooth equal on each side. So let's say I had I just did 3 machines over here and none over here, or vice versa, where it was like lopsided. It just kind of evenly puts stuff. There's other ways you can do it. You could just take and do it like this, but that I don't think that's as effective. But this right here, this is like the gold standard, I guess you could say, if we were gonna use terms like that. Let's see. Let's go ahead, and this will be here. Sweet. All right, and let's see. Hopefully, I got some more of these made. Sweet. Yeah, so let's see. Boom. Boom. Yes. And then... Yes. We'll put that like that. And then we can go ahead and string up our power. And once we get our power going, we'll probably should connect the power to something. And that way we can get this started. Oh, we definitely need some power over here. Sweet. All right. And away we go. We are making way. All right. So what did we say? This was green chips right here. So once again, let's bring in some green chips. We can do this. Boom. And then add this. And then do that. Let's see here. Where are the green chips on here? I feel like green chips are probably on this one. Let's just double check. See what we got. Inserter mall. Green chips is going to be the third one down, and then red chips, which, red chips, those are a pain. Definitely a pain. Yeah. I am not a fan of doing red chips. I hate it. It takes up so much resources to do red chips, but you know, there's not really anything that you can do about it because you have to have it. But let's make sure that these get up and running, and hopefully we should be good with those. We can fill in the rest of these. Yeah. So let's see. Yes, and let's see. Let's produce more than just one stack. Let's keep it going to there. On here, we definitely need less. We'll just do that, I guess. And then, let's see. We could probably do 100 here because when we're going to build a thing for power, and that's going to use these here since they feed themselves, because at some point, you know, it's like we're still good right now on power, but it is definitely going to pick up at some point. And so the way you can do, I don't know if I mentioned this already or not, but if you press M, that is the key binding that will allow you into map mode, and you can kind of use your controllers to go around and zoom out and on the mouse wheel and then zoom in. Wherever you have your cursor, your pointer at is where it's going to zoom in. And then when you're done doing whatever it is that you're going to do, you can just hit escape, and that will bring you back to wherever it is that you are currently standing. Let's go ahead and fill in the rest of this here so that we can get rid of all this blinking stuff, because blinking stuff is annoyingly, frustratingly bad. Not that it really matters a whole lot, but I just don't like looking at things that are blinking constantly. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Fill in the rest of these. Oh. Kept wondering why it wouldn't let me do that. It's because I was standing there. All right. Let's see. La-di-da-di-da. So, I need some of these. I'm good on that other stuff. I could use some of these and some of these. And we are off. Let's see here. What's next on the mall situation here? Storage containers. Yes, let's do storage containers. Not that big of a deal, but you know, we can throw it down Get some more storage stuff. Storage stuff. Should we do that maybe over here? Yeah, we can put that on the other side. Let's see here. To flip a blueprint around, you can press H, and that'll flip it. You cannot flip it if there are, I think, like rail stuff. Like you can't flip certain things that you're not going to be able to flip. But that is okay. Let's see. Yep. Let's see. This is just a container for your wood. Boom. Because you'll never use it for anything else. Except for this stuff here. Let's see. Boom. We'll put that there. We definitely need it. And the rest of the stuff is very much way down the line. So I'm not even going to bother with it. We'll just let the bots do it once the bots come. Okay. So what do we need? We need iron. And at some point we will need steel and stuff for this stuff. I think steel will be on this line, but we just need iron for this stuff. Let's get a thing going. Where would be the best place? I'm guessing we should probably take it from here. Let's see. La-di-da. We'll just go like that, and then we'll take it up and over. And that should be enough for what we need to do. Great. And we really only need one stack. One stack is 50. And then we should be all right. Let's see how we're looking on our processing. So it looks like we've got quite a few of these are going. So, you know, this will also help with the balancing out. We could balance this line here. Otherwise, and this is just me being particular, you know, it's like otherwise these, if you notice, are already running like pretty high and it's almost down to here. And then these are going. You know, just these like 4 or 5, you know. So to even that out, what you would do is you would put a balancer down here that would balance it so that when one side gets pulled from, it's not just pulling one side, because as you can see, it's pulling one side. And these inserters, they insert onto the opposite side of the belt. So that is why this side is, the bottom side is empty, but it's the top side that's going making the stuff. So as you can see over here, like these inserters here are just kind of hovering over place, waiting for an opening to drop its contents. You can do that if you would like. Maybe I'm being picky. I do like doing that. I don't know if I have enough space over here to do that. I do, but it would definitely get rid of this. But let's do it anyways. So that way everything will get nice and balanced. Because at this point, I don't think I really need this box. I mean, I might use it from time to time. But for the most part, I am okay. Let's see here. What was the... I wanted to throw down some... Let's see. Storage containers I did. Mining and furnaces. Yes, this is the one that I want because this one has all of the good stuff that we are going to need. So we can go ahead and throw this down. We'll do H. And then... Whoa. We'll put this one right here. We'll get rid of this tree thing over here. It'll be so nice once we get like the level 2 and level 3 stuff. that will be great. But right now we will just stick with what we got. So we got burners, miners, and then this stuff here. Like this is all we really need right now. We can get the rest of this stuff later. Yeah, so let's do that. We'll just throw this stuff down here. Yep. And then, yes, sir. We don't even need that yet. Boom. Sweet. That is all that I really need. Let's see. Boom, 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 and boom. And that way we can just kind of shaboom it right here and right here. And now we've got the power edge. Let's start putting in this stuff. Yes, here. We can go here. Yes. We don't really need to build this stuff here. I'm just gonna do it anyways. Sweet. So let's see here. Let's take a look. Boom. Mining and furnaces. So we got stone, iron, and then gears. So let's do that. Stone, iron, and gears. So, boom. We can definitely take care of that. Let's go ahead and pop this bad boy here. And then we can add one of these to go like this. And then we can add one of these to go on here like this. Yes. Sweet. And then we can just take these and boop. Boop. Sweet. Let's see. I think that should be enough to get us started. Oh yeah, we also need... Oh yes, green chips. So let's take a look at the green chips. Green chips. Let's see here. Coal. Oh, green chips are all the way at the bottom. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's... How is that possible to get up here? Hold on. What is going on here? Did I not add the thing to do the right stuff? Let's see here. Gear, steel, coal, red chip, green chip on the bottom. Yeah, that is an issue because these require green chips. So I think what I'm gonna do is, this is gonna be kind of weird, but we're gonna do it anyways. I think I remember doing this. We're just gonna split this belt here and gonna run it all the way down, and then we don't have to worry about it. And we can also add the green chips down here. Yes, that will work. May not be the best solution, but it is a solution, and we're gonna go with it. And let's see, we should probably extend these a little bit, maybe to here. Definitely want more than that stuff there. We don't need a whole lot of those for this. Yeah, let's move that out quite a bit, although we don't need it right now. We will ship in the stuff that we need in order to make that. That would be the stone. But for now, let's extend our network here a bit. Oh, that was not pretty. Yes. Boom, boom. And then we can go boom, 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 boom. And then, yes. that. Boom, 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 boom. All the way down. Oh, yeah. Add that back in. And maybe we'll do one more. Yes. Yes. Very nice. Very nice. Oops. Then we'll add our power. And yes, we need more power. More power. And let's come over here and grab some of those power poles that we had set up down this way. Oh, wait. Where did I set it up? Oh, no. Holy crap. Where's my power stuff? I did not do power stuff, which means I need to go grab some... I hate water. Hate that water stuff. Definitely need to come over this way. That box is probably full. And out of coal. Yeah. So... sweet. Ooh, that is a lot. Let's... Oh my goodness. And I need trees. Oh, the one time I need wood. The one time I need wood, I already used all of it. Oh, and I really don't need any of this stone. What I needed was wood. That's no fun. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's get rid of. We need power poles for sure. And then once those are done, we're gonna just make a ton of these, and then we should be okay. Let's take a look at what we're doing on power. We're about halfway there. Not a problem. It's only when we're getting down to the last couple percent that it is an issue. Let's see here. That one belt seems to still be doing us pretty good. Yeah. So let's get another mall option down. Let's see here. Mining and furnaces. We already did that one. The pipe mall. This is just a small little ditty that we can do, and we can just kind of plop this right down here. It's not that big of a deal. We'll just put this here and boom. Add this. Oh man. Come up here. We'll grab some of these. Nice. And some of these. Very nice. Oh yeah, and we need some of these. Very nice. Sweet. Oh my goodness. Why does this keep happening to me? Let's go get 50 of these bad boys. Boom. 50 chest. We'll add that down. Yes. And then we can throw these in. Boom. And then we'll add some power. And we should be good to go. Let's make this 1,000. And we'll do these at like that much. We'll let that run. It looks like we are starting to hurt a little bit down this way. Yeah. So every time you split a line, you get like half the throughput. So everything that's coming in here, once it goes through here, you get 50% going this way and 50% that way. And then if you were to split it again, you know, it would be like 25% and 25%. It all depends on how much is getting used at a time. And as you can see, our copper is not really being utilized a whole lot. it's basically this stuff here, and it looks like we are running kind of spotty on this. So we're going to need to add some more. This line is okay, but because we ran out of these miners down here, we're going to need to add another stack over here. And basically, you know, these are just like starter stacks. You know, if you zoom out, let's see here, 603K, 560K, and then 377. That is not a lot, especially when you start looking at some of these other patches that you can get to. Like this one is 16 million, and then 4.3 million, and 10 million, and then 1.2 million. So once we get rolling, if you want to do a mega base, you're going to be sucking up all of these patches here. We may get to like, you know, 2 or 3, maybe 4 patches of the really high stuff. I mean, really it all depends on all the machines that you have and how many things are sucking stuff out. You know, for me, I find that using these, you know, just one each is enough to produce what it is that I need and keep me going. You know, even though we're not getting full throughput on this stuff, it's going to be enough to keep me busy while I'm building things up. And, you know, like we haven't even started researching anything yet. But really, I mean, once you do, these things here are going to go away. These red circles, you know, do not enter, you know, signs or whatever. They're going to go away, and it's just automatically going to turn on that machine, and then we'll be good to go. But, you know, that's if you have blueprints. Obviously, you can't lay this down, you know, now. Like, let's see here. What is that? Red splitter. So if I try to lay down a red splitter, you know, it's just not available, you know. So the only things that are available right now are yellow, because I have not researched the red line yet, which is not available for me to research the advanced logistics portion of it, because I still have to research the green science at least, and then once I do that, then we can research this. So if you click on one of these properties, it's going to pop open like this, and then you can kind of see all of the different requirements. And so for a long time, the rocket was the requirement, you know, to blast off into space, and then the game was over. But like it has been expanded, and you can now, you know, space. This is a space science pack, which was not part of the original game. This is definitely part of the DLC. And so you build the space platform after you build your rockets, and you're able to launch off. And as you can see, you only need 3 different, you know, you need red, green, and blue to make a rocket, which is crazy, because then you come down to like this planet here, and, you know, it's like they got all sorts of crazy colors. You know, you got like your red, your green, blue, purple, you know, yellow, white, orange, and then like neon green or whatever that is, and hot pink. You know, so once you start getting into these higher things, you know, it's like the stuff never stops. And just in order to get, you know, some of these science packs, you know, it's like you need a lot of things in order to, like, let's see here, in order to make this, you're going to need transporter belts and inserters, right? So you're going to have a whole array dedicated to this, just to go into the green packs. And then your military packs, we don't really need it a whole lot, but we're going to build some with the black science, the military science, because what we want to get is we want to get that power armor. And in order to get the power armor, the MK2 power armor, which is going to make us run faster, and all that good stuff, so we'll be able to get around a lot quicker. That does require the military science packs. But then, here, let's see here, this is the next in line, sulfur, advanced circuits, which takes up a lot of green circuits to do. And engine units take forever to make, but once you make them, you're golden. But we got to get oil processing up in order to get this taken care of. And then we've got, our production science packs and utility science packs, and, just keeps going, and going and going and going. Like, this is bioflux. I haven't even gotten to this stuff yet. So, this stuff is like down here. This is all new to me. So, we will have to see how things go. I've done, a bit of a playthrough, but I have yet to do anything beyond the space science packs. So, anyways, let's continue to build this out a little bit more. Let's see here. I totally got off track talking about that stuff. Yeah, look at that. That is, throughput is terrible right now. We definitely need some miners. Let's see here. We got 9. How many have we made up here? It doesn't matter. Whatever we got, we'll take. Boom. What do we got? 59. That will be plenty to get us going. And then we'll just build out this. Since we have 59, we could probably just build out this entire patch here. And that will be good to go. All right. I want to get rid of this for now. We can hook it up here. But let's get this down here. Yes. We'll go ahead and build it up all the way up to the top. And then we'll come over here, build this all the way down until we don't need it anymore. We'll go all the way up. And then, man, it'll be so nice once we get the bots. And that way we don't have to sit here and do this. Alright, that looks like all there is to do at the moment. Let's see here. There's a couple ways we could do this. I like to just snake it through. So, let's do that. We're going to need to start down here. And, boom. Oops. We'll just snake it. Yes. And we'll just all the way down. And then we can grab that up. Grab these up. Yes. And then we will definitely need to add our power in. And all right. Let's see what we're looking like on our power field. Ooh, we are starting to max on our power with these mining drills. But by the time it pops out, we will have full throughput on here, and then that will help us greatly with what we got going on over here. Let's see here, and I think that is probably a good stopping point for this episode here. And then when we come back, we'll fill out the rest of the stuff here, and we'll get some more power going. And then we'll also build out our power mall that will have all of our good stuff for our power and our nuclear setup once we get there. But for now, let's just go ahead and we'll leave it here. And thanks again for watching. I hope everybody is able to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.